Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is Friday and we are in London, and today is a really exciting day. We're headed up to Notting Hill and we're going to go see the Portobello market up there. It's world famous. I'm really excited. Also, if we have time, there's supposed to be a lot of antique dealers and cute little stores to go into. And then in the afternoon, we are seeing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, parts 1 and 2, back to back. It's going to be quite the marathon. If you didn't know, the whole thing together is over 5 hours long. So if you do get a break, you get a fairly long intermission, several hour intermission, but that just means like, that just extends the process. So altogether, it's almost like 7 hours. But really excited about it. Oh, I hope it's going to be as good as what people say. I really think it will be. And that's pretty well the plan for today. So let's get on the road. Okay, so that's the outside of the theater. It's a beautiful theater. This is a Palace Theater. And that's kind of the front little banner. Beautiful theater. Okay, there's the stage. It's nice. Very exciting. We did get snacks. So, olive oil, sea salt, popcorn. Cool. We'll have cocktails later, but it's like 2 o'clock, so we're gonna opt out. It's too early to start drinking. Okay. Okay, so we're in intermission of part 1. This is the theater. It's pretty small actually. It comes off bigger on camera, but actually it's part 1 so far has been fantastic. Loved it. They just raised the curtain. That's what the stage looks like. Okay, so we're at intermission. So far it's still really good. Oh my gosh, it took a turn though. No spoilers, but it sure did. Anyway, those are some massive lions over there. Yeah, you got some monolith here. Oh, you got dual fountains here. There's some street performers. It's a very pretty square. Looks like we're out front of the National Gallery. Okay, so we just got stuck in a big downpour on our way back from dinner. We ate at the Old Shades. It was good. Really good, actually. I had like smoked tofu. It was great. Other than that, let's go back to the show. Also, they changed the merch after the first part. Really adds to it. Very cool. The Doom banner is like the dark mark up on stage. Very forbidding. Very foreboding. And just like that, we are back home. Final thoughts on Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I loved it. Sure, there was a few scenes that maybe drug out a little bit, but overall, there was so many special effects, and the entire cast was so talented. It was fantastic. Highly recommend that you get a chance to see it if you're somewhere where it's playing. Just so you have a ballpark, one premium ticket for both shows was a total of £100. That was sitting in row L. So you can kind of do the math on like that. And that was pretty well perfect. That's kind of you never know what that's going to be like in a theater, but it's essentially, I would love to be eye level with the stage. So I don't want to be first row and look up. I want to be back far enough that I'm eye level with the stage. And that was about right in Palace Theater, row L. That was pretty good. So got kind of lucky there. But like I said, the show was, for lack of a better word, just pure magic. So many special effects, so many moving parts. Really, really, really good. So that kind of puts a wrap on that. The plan for tomorrow is to head to Notting Hill and to do the market there, and then to head downtown to London and do some markets there. We didn't get to Notting Hill today. We just kind of got a late start out of here, and we just decided to put it off for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, is like the bigger day for the Notting Hill market anyway, so it kind of works out. But that's kind of it. We do have reservations for like Indian food tomorrow night, so that's good. Everybody says like get Indian food while you're in London. It's like really good, so that's cool. I don't eat Indian food a lot. I don't crave it, but I like it. So it's good. And that kind of puts a wrap on the night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's our last day in London. We're headed back tomorrow. Today, a lot of the train workers are on strike, so a lot of the services for public transportation are disrupted. So we're actually taking the bus to the Portobello market in Notting Hill. I'll definitely show you around whenever we get there. Hopefully I find some fun treats to snack on. Okay, so we made it. And I don't know how far it goes, but it seems pretty big. Okay, so we're here at the Portobello food court part of the market. And so you've seen some of the things that we got. First, I'm going to like try these dumplings. These were vegan. They're filled with cabbage and I almost think maybe some ground nuts, carrots. They're pretty good. I really like them. Okay, next up we have the paella. I got the chorizo one. Mainly because I would have got the seafood, but it had like mussels in it and they're not my favorite. The flavor of this is fantastic. The only thing that I'll say against it is that I don't think the chorizo is like kind of cooked correctly, or it's been held too long. It's just a little dry. I'm not gonna hold that against it though. It's actually still really good. The flavor is really authentic. It just has a little bit of spice to it. But yeah, lots of great flavor. Really, really like this too. Now on to the most exciting thing, which is my duck sandwich. You probably don't, know me or have been following the channel long enough to know, but duck, especially duck confit, I almost can't pass it up. I must try them all, and I'm pretty critical of it because I make a really good duck breast and duck confit. So I'm gonna be pretty critical of this one. It says it's the best in London. Looks good. Flavor's really good on this, but it's my least favorite out of the three. Like I said, I'm pretty particular about my duck. This has been confit well, but then the way he's cooking it and heating it up, it's almost probably too fast. It's causing a lot of the bits of fat to overly crisp up and become tough. Also, it needs more sauce. I got the red onion chutney, and it's good from what I can taste of it, but it needs a whole lot more of it on there. So the whole sandwich is reading a little dry. Not bad, pretty good, especially great deal for £8. pounds, but just not my favorite. Also, we got a couple beers at the bar that are from the market, and they are really good. Really, really enjoying them. So don't pass up on the bar whenever you're here either. It's also the only way you can actually sit down. You buy a drink and then you get a seat. I don't mind it. Okay, so I stumbled upon this bakery and they had the cutest mini lavender cupcake. Pretty sure I'm going to do lavender baking something for Food and Wine this year, so I had to try this. It was really good. A little too much icing, the cake ratio. I would do like, I don't know, maybe a third less icing. Other than that, really good. Really, really good. Fried plantains this time, and then chicken adobo. Once again, it's free to sit in here. Just gotta buy a drink. Okay, so we're waiting on a train, and there are a lot more angry people than normal because they're probably running at least like half service, I would say. Maybe even less. The main like trains are on strike today, and I think there's less like tube lines running also. So that means quite the backup of people. I'm not even sure all these people are going to be able to get on the next train. Glad we haven't had to deal with this too much. This is really the first day we've encountered it. In other news though, that adobo chicken that I showed you was fantastic. Easily the best thing that I got at the little street market. The fried plantains were really good, but the vendor asked if I wanted sauce on them, and I should have asked what the sauce was, but I just said yes, because the answer to do you want sauce on that is, for me, always yes. I always want sauce on it, but anyway, turns out in this case I actually didn't. It was like really spicy and had a unique flavor to it, I'm gonna say. So it was okay, but not my favorite. But the plantains were cooked really well. Other than that, I bought some books. I will show them to you whenever I get home. Really excited about them. Check in then. So we're back from Portobello Market, and I promised you a book haul, so let's do it. Also, we're in the midst of packing, so this is the situation. Okay, so book haul. First, I got a couple of the fairy books. So you'll see me like buy books a lot. Old ones. I collect old ones. And so this is truly, I don't think it's even coming across how much of an amazing, because it has this cover on it, just an amazing example of this book this is. It's really not coming across. But just know that this is the best example of this fairy book that I have ever seen. Also bought it from like truly the sweetest old lady. She loved books. We got along really well. Okay, then I also got the Book of Romance, also by Andrew Lang. Very nice example of this. So, gold still in good condition. Very nice spine. So, that's good. Okay, next is actually the Gray Fairy book. Now this one's in okay condition. You can see that there's going to be definitely some wear here. Okay, so I have looked for the Gray Fairy book for a number of years, and I found several examples of it, but more often than not, the gold is worn off on this cover. And it's really important in this particular example that it's not. And it's mainly because, like, it's a fairy on top of an owl. And I love fairies and I love owls, and so I really wanted, you know, to get the best example of this cover that I could find. And this one's pretty good. This is a pretty decent condition, all things considered. So, obviously not like grade A collector edition, but still very, very, very good. Okay, and then actually, not near as rare or as expensive as any of those, but honestly, probably one of my favorites out of the bunch, even though I do love them all, is this beauty. Yeah, I immediately fell in love with it. It's actually a much darker burgundy than is coming across on camera. Really great condition, just really beautiful graphic. Was gifted in 1917 to Jack with best wishes. So pretty good. Still has the protector in here to protect the beginning, and even has a bookmark. And it's pretty fun to like look at this bookmark from like the times, because like it was actually issued by the National War Savings Committee. I mean, just kind of interesting. But yeah, it has this lovely graphics in it, and just really, really, really love it. Oh, actually, talking about illustrations, that's actually what makes this book of romance so special, is it actually has colored illustrations in it. So they for the time period, that's actually pretty rare. So really, really happy to have all of them, and they're going to be great to add to my collection, and I'm sure that you will see me haul many more in the future. With that, I am going to sign off for the night. Tomorrow morning, I will attempt to vlog, but no promises. Just know that we are getting up, we're going to finish packing, and then we're going to head to the airport. It's not letting us check into our flight for whatever reason, probably because kind of we booked through Delta, and it's like a Virgin flight. I have a feeling it has to do with that, but we still need to get there early because of that. So with all that said and done, I'll probably check in with you at least at the airport, and then we're going to be on a plane for, I don't know, 8 hours, I think. And then we are back to sunshine and palm trees. So tomorrow night, I think by this time I will be in Orlando. So looking forward to sleeping in my own bed. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Oh, to be back to my own bed. But our trip here has been great. You're going to see content for many following Wednesdays about the travels here, and kind of summing up the trip and talking about nomadic travel and, you know, working remotely. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning on this brisk Sunday morning. We are headed off to Pret for the very last time. Then we're going to call an Uber to the airport and be on our way. But I thought I'd take you with us just one more time. Okay, so we're about an hour and a half into our flight. We just got served our like little lunch Pretty excited about this. It's milk chocolate mousse. Never been served that on a plane. Pretty excited about that. Then we both got the vegetarian lasagna. The other option was a tikka masala, and we're gonna go near that. Yeah. So check in with you later. We got served afternoon tea on the flight. I was in love with the box. Everything in it was pretty good. There's a crumbly scone and then a little pack of sandwiches, turkey and cheese, and then egg salad. This was everything that was in the box. I was in love with the design. Hey vlog, it's been a while. It's actually been a little over 24 hours since I last talked to you. I got a little bit of plane footage yesterday. I like to kind of document what we eat on the plane. Right now, we are in the process of unpacking everything. And kind of the way we always do that, if it's like a long trip, is we come in the door and essentially like everything comes out of the suitcases, and then like I Lysol them. And then I also Lysol all of our shoes, and just all the bags and anything that I almost like can Lysol, and then like all soft surfaces get laundered. So that's kind of how the process is of unpacking and everything. This morning we got Starbucks because we could. And we ran to Target to get some groceries for the week. We're only going to be here in Orlando for 4 days. Friday we are going to head up to our other property up in Illinois. You'll hear me refer to it as like the Illinois homestead, Illinois house, just homestead. And so that's kind of what I'm referring to whenever I talk about it. But we're headed up there on Friday. We're going to be there for 2 weeks-ish. So, we don't have a whole lot of time to like unpack, settle, and then we're just going to be gone again. Good thing is we don't have to take a whole lot up with us because we have almost like 2 full households of stuff up there. I have clothing and everything, so we don't usually take a whole lot with us. Yeah, but that's what we're kind of up to right now. We're going to put all this away and then tend to our yard. So we have a lawn person that like mows and everything. He cleaned up some of the yard from the hurricane, but it's still pretty messy out in the back. So I'll show you whenever we get out there, but it's a little bit of a mess. Okay, all right, so let's clean this up. Hey, I missed you. I have been sick. A lot of times that happens. You get back from big trips and it's almost like a change of weather, and then you get exposed to continual germs on our flight back. Our flight back was actually really, really long. We took like the longest path. It was close to 10 hours. That's crazy for going from like London to here. So is what it is. Tested negative for the vid, so it's just like a head cold. It didn't feel like the vid anyway. It's just like head congestion. So I haven't really felt like vlogging, and honestly I haven't been doing anything, just been trying to rest because today we are getting on the road. It is Thursday and we are getting on the road to head to Illinois. So haven't been up there in months. It's going to be so nice up there, and it's going to be really good. So I think over this like next weekend we're gonna do the like Illinois Shawnee wine trail, which if you're ever in like the southern Illinois area, I definitely recommend. But I'll try to get some like footage of that, of course. That'll be next vlog. But we'll stop for dinner tonight and I'll kind of like update you then. Other than that, we'll just be driving. So kind of fairly dull. So Yeah, check in with you later. Checking in from the road. We just split a snack and it was these Cheez-It puffed white cheddar. White cheddar is my like go-to flavor for Cheez-Its. Anyway, guys, these were unbelievably good. Run to these. I cannot wait to find a new bag. I mean, they were so good. Even Brad liked them, and he's more of like a sweet treat person. Also, we are listening to the Try Guys talking about their like scandal, and it's been good. It's been good. So that's kind of the update. I'll let you know whenever we stop for dinner. We are gonna be stopping in Atlanta tonight, so we have about 4 hours to go before we hit Atlanta, somewhere in Florida right now. Okay, so we are in Tifton, Georgia. It's a big interstate town, lots of like food choices. We're gonna do B-dubs, also known as Buffalo Wild Wings. You wouldn't know that it used to actually be called B-dubs originally back in the day. Actually originated in Youngstown, Ohio, downtown, and now of course it's nationwide. So anyway, it's Thursday, so that means buy one get one boneless. So great deal. You can eat for like, I don't know, $20 or something. So great steal, almost cheaper than fast food. Yeah, so that's it. That's what dinner was, and now time to get back on the road. We got in last night, and everything was good, and we're staying at the Embassy Suites here in like downtown Atlanta. We stayed here last night, and I thought I'd give you a room tour before we like checked out and closed out this like vlog. So I always like to see like hotel rooms. I think they're fascinating how they can all be so different. So here's the entry doors, and then all of the rooms here are like suites. And so yeah, you got a very large like sitting area here. I love the backlighting on a lot of the furniture, really nice. And you got a little prep area here, big mirror, which I always like to see. And then this is the bedroom area. Nice view out here, really. It's a nice area of Atlanta. Isn't that nice? A lot of the reviews said like, oh, you could park on the street and be sketchy. I don't see that. I'd see this is probably as safe as you're gonna get in downtown Atlanta. And yeah, here's the room. Only couple like downsides is I paid for a king room, and they, as you can see, they gave us like doubles. It's fine, but it's just, I don't know, get your system straightened out. I booked like 2 hours before we checked in, so it's not like they didn't know probably, but it's fine for one night. And it is definitely like clean, but it's clean because it's new. I would hesitate to say that like 2 years from now it's probably gonna be like particularly clean. We found like hair everywhere, and so that's just a slippery slope. And I know it's hard to get like every piece of hair off of like everything. We're not too weird about it, but whenever it's like on like every single surface, then you get a little about it. I didn't put makeup on today because I'm just gonna sit in the car. But this is an Embassy Suite, so we're gonna definitely go down and have their like great breakfast that they have. And the bathroom's actually really big too, so that's nice. But anyway, because I was like sick this week, I'm sure this is going to be a little bit of like a short vlog, but that's okay because next week I'll be up in Illinois and probably be doing all kinds of things. So I really appreciate you being here with me this week, and I'll be back next Friday with another vlog. All right. Thanks for being here. Bye.